Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're in Minecraft today. Hopefully we're going to finish up the ink farm. It's a temporary build we kind of threw together over the last couple streams just to get enough ink to supply some of the concrete that we need to make, as well as other stuff, dyeing things black, that kind of things. We tend to run into a few of those situations when working in the sci-fi area. Also anticipating a lot of concrete use with the new stairs and slabs coming in 26.3, whenever that happens to be. We talk about that a lot on the SpongeChunks podcast, so if you're not listening to that, then, I mean, it's free. It's about Minecraft. Hopefully you've got a podcasting app that you really like. If not, you can always watch the video version on YouTube, but it's available everywhere. We've been doing it for over 8 years. There's a promotion right now. If you want to join the Patreon, it's 40% off your first month. So we dig into all kinds of mechanics like this on the SpongeChunks. And I did some testing. So yesterday after the stream, I AFK'd for like 8 hours because I forgot about it. And I was surprised. It's not a very high yield, which makes sense. But also, the method in which we collect the squid ink is surprising to me. I thought one was going to win out and the other went out. So we're going to change the chambers to all have the same way of collecting the squid today. And hopefully we'll get a decent yield. One of the reasons why it was probably pretty low is because one of the chambers has no killing mechanism. So if the squids were spawning in the third chamber, then they just hung out there for as long as they would before they despawn. So that would have really hampered the return. Old Nintendo, hello, good to see you. Good to see you. SweetSandi is here, of course, on mobile. Dan, hello. Blast Jordan rounding out the regulars, along with Moira, Arostux, and Gappy the Guy. How's it going, Gappy? Hope things are well. Let's just get working. So, I took the 60 ink sacs that we got yesterday while making the farm and put them in my inventory. And I did check this before I logged off last night, and I only just logged in like 3 minutes ago. So this is going to be pretty accurate as far as the amount of ink sacs we got. And at the time, I did check this because we knew this was a possibility. At the time, only one of these mine carts had stopped. Now it looks like 2 of them have stopped, probably because they bumped into fish that spawned down here. That was something that chat had mentioned could happen. And that's fine. I knew it was a possibility. But if we look at the shulker box, we've got 6. So 27, 24, 28 in total. And in this one, we have a stack and a bit plus 24. So like this clearly won out. Because these were all the exact same. I had them filled with 24 ink sacs to block spawns. So this is definitely the method we're going to be using. The cactus bear no efforts in killing anything. So at least we have a mission. At least we know what we can do. We're just going to go ahead and take down a lot of this stuff and get things going. I'm happy to not have to build more minecarts. That was not the most fun. I think we can also get rid of the diorite too. We're probably going to go with something a little bit more ink themed. Maybe we'll do like a deep slate decoration on the top. The stone's going to stay, but maybe we'll do some deep slate. Do I even have deep slate out here? Maybe I should do that now. Maybe I should do that now. I don't think I have any deep slate. We should go, or maybe we should use concrete. I don't know. Let's go get some stuff. So we'll bring you, and we'll bring you, and bring this back out. Bring some deep slate. That's regular deep slate, cobble deep slate. think that's all we really need. Oh, you know what? We're going to need this. And I'm going to bring an extra chest of wood. Let's bring... birch. We need more hoppers. And I don't think I need more shulkers. It was a weird glitch. You've been listening to the Spawn Chunks for almost 2 years, old Nintendo. That's awesome. It's funny, over the 8 years that we've been doing that show, we have not really come up with a name for the community. We just call it the Spawn Chunks community, which I know is not overly inventive. All right, so let's take a look and see whether this is what we want to design on the top. Now I have to figure out and remember how to actually replicate this. Can't wait to say that I've been following for 5 years. That way I can say I'm extra chunky. I guess that would be a fun thing. We don't have anything in... There's no rank level in Patreon for like watching or listening. And of course, that's all based on support, not people that actually listen. It's too bad that there's not a way with podcasts to track like people that have been subscribed for X amount of years. Like on Twitch, you know, like when you get a certain number of months subscribing on Twitch, but I guess that's support related too. Well, the stream streaks, I guess, are a good way to think about like watching, you know, for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I like the deep slate. I think I like the deep slate. And I think we're gonna stick with the dark. I don't know about, yeah, maybe we'll switch this out too. Although that's going to show up there, isn't it? That's fine. That's fine. We'll do it this way. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a dark... we don't really have a dark trapdoor. I feel like that could actually be a full block. We are really low on deep slate, or cobble deep slate rather. The data pack that I had for making deep slate into polished deep slate stopped working with one of the updates, and I just haven't bothered to fix it yet. Basically, I'm just waiting for when we update to 26.3, and then we'll have access to that recipe just naturally in vanilla Minecraft. Luke Lad, welcome in. Good to see you. My block placement is on, timing's on point. That's just pure volume in Minecraft. Like I'm scared. I mean, one, it's part of my job, so I mean, like, I can absolutely justify 2 to 3 hours of Minecraft a day. There were certainly times in the past when I was spending a lot more than that. And when you're doing that regularly, and you keep a good schedule, and you're, you know, like I tend to stream at the same time every day. I tend to not miss days. You build up a lot of hours and a lot of just like in-game muscle memory quite quickly. That's kind of cool looking. So the only thing I think we need to do in here is put that wall in the middle that we talked about, which is going to be tricky. So actually separate the columns. I'm not really sure about permanent Y-Star. I feel like we will eventually make a farm that has a better yield. But if I'm gonna keep these 3 boxes, then I want to at least make it look okay in screenshots. I'm not decorating it the whole thing. Like, I'm just gonna basically I didn't bring any lights. I'm just gonna make it look okay from the surface. It's gonna be stone. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. The light in it is functional. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it's mostly just to keep drowned from spawning. So we had an issue with some items being caught on the hoppers underneath. So this would not eliminate that, but it will minimize it, I think. I'm not sure what the most efficient way to do this is. Probably vertical columns. This is how fast a happy ghast should move. Maybe not quite to the level of like feeling like you're in creative mode, but I feel like it should be close. Ooh, maybe I should put some lights in there. I guess it doesn't really matter. You started a new world yesterday. That's awesome. Does it have a theme, or is it just random Minecraft world? How come you always have a frog out at my offhand? Because with the shaders, it can get really dark in the water or in darker places of the base. And so it's easier for me to see what I'm doing, but definitely easier for people on Twitch and YouTube to see what I'm doing. Sometimes it's a end rod. It just all depends on I prefer an end rod. The end rods are less kind of like in your face. They take up less screen. I also thought that if I needed to add frog lights as I'm cleaning up this build, then I have them in my hand to do that. So there's that aspect of it too. Sometimes I wish that the timer for your water breathing would be up on screen all the time. Is that an option for Zero's minimap? Because that would be great. I don't know if it actually does that. So that's the finished look. We will, of course, be removing the white diorite and replacing it with deep slate, but I have to go get more deep slate to do that. So I'd rather focus on the farm parts first. And we can do this one easily. So I'll grab more stone and we'll do the stone bar in the middle. Easier without the water columns, which is nice. This will also make it easier to put in the hoppers. Getting set up now, but going to do a medieval build like Last Kingdom vibes. Oh, cool. Are you someone that resets your world whenever you want to do a new build, or do you just move to a different section of the world and do the build there? I mean, I know you started a new world today, or last night, whatever. But are you someone that, if you like this world, will you keep it for 10 years, or do you often reset? Stenos, thanks for the lurk. Good to see you. Yeah, like if I don't have this in my hand, it's a little dim. I mean, granted, we're around a lot of lights right now, so that's kind of part of it. But just hold on, I'll jump off into the ocean here, and you'll see. If I go down here, granted, this is not that deep. Ah, we have to make the wall higher so the squids can't land on it. That's good to know. Maybe we'll put some slabs or something. Yes, we need to make more hoppers. That's why I brought the birch. You know what? We're just going to make a stack of hoppers. Oh, I should have used the frog light when I was at nighttime to really show you the difference. Hopefully a slab will be enough. If they get on top of this, we'll have to go up another block. So the way that this works, the extra water is on the top part, and that goes one below. So there's 1, 2, and then the hopper. Did I bring the extra shulker box? Yes, I did. So then the hopper is actually here. I think. And the shulker box is just 1 outside? Yep. So then this is going to be hopper, but we also need to have trapdoors. And I obviously don't need all this iron in my inventory. Waterlogging things like trapdoors is one of the coolest things that they allowed us to do in Minecraft. In my opinion. It really opened up a lot of really cool designs and ideas, and stuff like this was kind of a happy accident. It was not by design. Now I could put hot campfires in here to make it even more of a fast death for the squids, but I don't think I want the columns of smoke billowing up. We're gonna have to go get more deep slate. This is not gonna be enough. And I might actually do the top 2 levels. So there's still a chance that something can get caught here, but it's low. Because there will be bubble columns moving things around. Oh, nope, that's not the right spot, is it? This is. Yep, I need to go get more deep slate. I guess we could always try some concrete to see what that would look like too. Just to kind of make it a little bit different. Yeah, actually, you know, that's kind of cool looking. And easier than deep slate. It is hard to do that block place timing thing when you're in water. One thing that drives me nuts about some block placing in Minecraft is when you're in a situation where the cursor moves when you are not moving the mouse. The happy gas is a really good example. Swimming is a good example. I don't like the weird float that happens in creative mode either. I don't enjoy placing a lot of blocks in creative. I guess this would just be the same, wouldn't it? I messed up some things in my previous world. Example, the end island. Want to shoot this one well and keep it for years. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I always encourage people to do forever worlds or really long-term worlds. I don't want to ever tell people how to play Minecraft because obviously it's a sandbox game. Play however you want. But I do really like the benefits and pride and problem solving and all the stuff that comes with a long-term world. And I feel like people would enjoy it if they gave it a chance, right? What do I need? I need more deep slate. Well, I've got some here. You've been a follower since June 2019. Wow, that's awesome. That's almost as long as the spawn chunks. I'm assuming you listen to the spawn chunks. Do you listen to Citadel Cafe as well? This is a broad question for the whole chat, not just Luclad. There's the spawn chunks has a high Australian viewer count. So it goes slab and then a stair. Need more slabs. And I put the stairs back by accident. That looks right to me. Okay. So now I think we can actually put in the soul sand here, because this is basically ready to go. Oh, can I get that without being sucked down? Nope, not quite. Soul sand. I might have to go get more soul sand too. I believe the pattern just starts in the back corner. Yeah. Nope, that's not what I want. This is the issue we're running into yesterday. Now, before I do this, do I want to put any lights in here? Block 6. That should be fine. Whoops. So there's obviously a few bits here that do not have proper bubble columns. Some flowing water. that's the shulker box. I should leave that there. How did I do the other one? Oh, it's like a double. Well, that's the shulker box. That's not good. I don't want that there. I want to be able to place the shulker box on something. So 4 and 1. Right, so now we need to add the water, and that should stop at the waterlogged trapdoors. That was the thing we stumbled upon the other day. No, I needed to put in temporary blocks first. That's right. I forgot that. And the idea, Sandy said slabs would be better. That's right. I forgot about that part. I should have done this before I did the water columns. Whoops. That goes here. This doesn't block the water column, I don't think. Then we remove it after, and the water flows across the top. Right, that's working like it should. I thought it was removing my bubble columns for a second, but I realized that there's no bubble columns on that side for whatever reason. We have to go get some kelp and fix that. A couple of those definitely got caught on the trapdoors. Or the hoppers, I don't know which. So I probably, that actually should have filled in. That should be okay. But then I need to go get another couple of buckets. Why is that not working now? I guess it's this, it's the distance, it just flows. Yeah. All right, well, we'll do it the slow way. So doing water first was actually the better way to do it. I wouldn't have thought that. The Catsmith, hello. I gotta remember to go get some pufferfish, some bone meal, and some tropical fish to fill in the shulker box. Do that here. Maybe we need to do 2 of each. Streams at an hour. Thanks very much, Sandy. Appreciate it. Poor man's filter. Keeps the hoppers from getting clogged. Soul sand. So I need soul sand. That stuff. All right, folks. I take a break about once an hour. Gives me a chance to go grab a glass of water. You should too. And when we come back, we'll change the collection and killing method for that. Whoops. For that middle chamber. I'll be right back. Guess the clocks will be weird until Joel fixes them. Yeah, the lighting ones. I think the easy way to do this is to just take out the thing that goes through the hoppers. So that's on. And then we just need to make it go off. Maybe you have to take it out when it goes. There was a fast way to fix it. I don't remember what it is. So I need more deep slate. And obviously I need more rockets. And I had more soul sand somewhere. There it is. And also, while I'm here, let's get some golden carrots. Someone's in the Beyblade TV show. I mean, that's a callback. I feel like it's an old TV show. No, they're not all in one chunk, unfortunately. And that's what's happening, is that as I leave the chunks, they desync. So in order to fix it permanently, I have to hook them up to a daylight sensor that resets them once a day, I think. That, and we'll grab those. I guess I didn't need to bring all the emeralds with me. Whoops. Alright, so this is basically just ready for another row. Oh, I forgot to bring the bone meal and the kelp. Kelp is here. I don't think any of the others are missing. I think that's all pretty solid. Looks about right. I don't think I have any bone meal in my ender chest. I used to carry it all around all the time. I have some back at the command center, of course, but nope, just what's over here. That's fine. We'll just let it grow up for now. See, that's weird. That shouldn't be happening. Alright. We need to disable the minecarts, I guess, is the first thing. Oh wait, no, I should fill in this. Make this active is what we should do. See, when there's no downward flowing water, you don't get thrown into the swim position. It's like being under a, like putting yourself under a trapdoor and quote unquote crawling. That's what happens. Same problem over here. Looks like there's some missing water sources at some point. All along here. I think everyone down that way has one. Yep. How did you get out there? Is there a warm ocean thing out here somewhere? Maybe he got pushed out the top? Okay, so now we destroy the minecarts. I'll probably fill all this in too, because this is going to be potentially some spots that things could spawn in. Such a weird mechanic. I'm not standing up or ducking. So if you see me missing, that's why. More stone required. Feel like someone's using either a whippersnipper or a leaf blower outside, so sorry if you can hear that. I'll close the window if you guys can actually hear it. My mic is usually pretty good at taking that stuff out. Forgot something. Is this normal streaming time for Joel? Yes. I normally, I mean, it's changed over the years, but yes. 9 a.m. Atlantic, which is UTC minus 4 hours. Usually from 9 to 11. This week we've been going a little bit longer just because it's been kind of rainy and gross outside, and I haven't had anything else going on in my afternoons. So. I want to try and stick to the new game on Friday, though. Like, I want to try and do something new tomorrow that's not Minecraft. And I don't have a Lego set to build, so I want to try and grab another game, but I haven't decided. I find I have, like, the same sort of choice paralysis that happens with Netflix. I have the same thing with Steam games and stuff in my library versus what I want to play on stream, and it's hard when you're doing this professionally and you're trying to, like, also pick something that people are going to like and watch. I guess I could just leave that in there, shouldn't I? Can't hear anything? Okay, good. That's great. That's great to know. If I was podcasting, I feel like the mic would probably pick it up, but I've got... The mic is a newer mic on the streaming setup, and it's just a little bit more fine-tuned. There's also more going on in a setup like this where it would be just me talking on a podcast, and as well as one other person. But here you've got like the game sounds, there's some background music going as well, so it's a little bit easier to cover up like the sound of a sounds like maybe not a lawnmower, it might be like a generator or Oh, you know what it is? I bet you they're trimming trees. The city has been going around and trimming some trees away from power lines. That's probably what it is. So it's like a small chainsaw or something. Alright, this needs one more bit of bone meal. And that's all ready to go. Let's leave you here. I wish that these stacked. I feel like I should put this in here. Alright, so now we can get rid of the magma blocks. I should get a potion. I missed Instamine. It's so nice to take a block out that we just don't have to sit there and wait for it to be dismantled. Speeds things up considerably. I don't think I put a middle... Did I put a middle thing in the other one? I think I did. I don't remember. Middle wall. There is something very satisfying about building just big square rooms in Minecraft. I don't know what it is. It's probably because it doesn't require a lot of thought. Okay, so now we need to know where these guys go. This is... One down and then the hopper. The hopper goes here. But first we need to do the trapdoor. And that's at the same level as the concrete, I think. Yeah. Remember the order in which to do all this. Okay, so then these gotta go. And we're needing more deep slate. Did some terraforming and I came to a beach. How do you deal with blending plains grass block with beaches sand? Trying to use a kind of noise blend, but I'm having some mixed feelings. Can you put tall grass on sand? I don't remember. And thanks, Andy. Stripped birch logs is definitely a good way to go, Catsmith. What's another beige block that looks really good? Path block? Can't put fresh grass on sand, but dry grass on both sand and grass. Maybe that's an option. That's a good one, Warmbo. Yep. The new dried grass would be good. So before I smash this down, it's always nice to be up here with the view. Why sorry? No, that's a channel points thing. People that have been around long enough can use channel points to highlight messages, and mods just have a ton of messages, and the mods tend to use it to get my attention. Things like you're in an hour, or you missed a question from Gappy the Guy, that kind of stuff. It's very helpful because I get wrapped up in what I'm doing, and sometimes I miss questions. Yeah, so stripped birch logs, stripped oak. Sand, smooth sand and sandstone. What else? Coarse dirt. You'd be better off, I think, rather than trying to go from green to brown or green to beige. I would go from green to brown and then from brown to sand. I have a landscape box here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, rooted dirt is another good one. And leaf litter. And mud, packed mud, and potentially brown mushroom block. You might actually have some luck with stripped jungle as well. The trick with doing any kind of like dithering when you want to like transition from one block to another is to give yourself lots of room. But really, if you look at how beaches work in real life, it's just like there's grass and then there's sand dune with grass on it and then there's sand. So it can actually be a pretty harsh transition. Are there any other like bushes? All right. That's obviously not tall enough. That's good to know. So this is going to be a full block. Joel has those places in West Hill if you want to look at them. Yeah, I don't have any beaches in West Hill, but I definitely have a lot of landscaping. I picked an expensive block to use on a temporary farm, but whatever. Okay, so we need to do the water first. Water first. And then we do slabs. And that's at this level. Oh, I've got a pufferfish farm. I feel like that's what's used in water breathing potions, right? This is so much easier than dealing with water minecarts. Green did some stuff with the beaches this season on Hermitcraft. I think he used birch slabs with path blocks with oak to make it look like it was wet sand. Yeah, I've done like wet mud, like soul soil and terracotta. The darker terracottas work along a riverbank, but that's not necessarily like wet sand. Rooted dirt in the right context can look like wet sand. Soul soil as well. Hopefully this is high enough. I think I kind of like it when it goes down here. Yeah. And then I think I made that deep site again. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for the lurk, Sandy. Appreciate it. Right, so then this can be a stair like that. We've somehow flooded this. That looks right. I'll take these white bits out as we go. And now the only thing left on this one is the soul sand. And then what we'll have to do is bone meal the other places where we don't have the full water columns in the other chambers. Hopefully this one will be full. Pretty good. Hey Nadila, how's it going? Good to see you. That's that one. This appears to be working. It's unfortunate that we can't stop getting fish, because eventually the fish will back up the hoppers. And we need yet more deep slate. We need more soul sand too. This might be enough. Whoops. Oh, must have got snagged by a pufferfish. Nice. All right, well that is, with the exception of these, this is all working. Don't see any bubble columns, any bubbles. We're still getting stuff up here though, that sucks. I have to come up with a different block to put on top here because this is just getting expensive. Maybe we can do concrete again. Might look like a weird sandwich. It does kind of look cool. For a simple, potentially temporary farm, or good enough for now. Famous last words. This will probably be up for months. I don't know about the concrete on top. Nothing so permanent as a temporary farm. Music for gaming. Famous last words in Minecraft, right? I agree. Oh, I don't know. It does look pretty good from up here. Maybe we should consider. Also, I might have to put like an AFK platform up in the sky to calculate what that would be. Those squid are not getting washed over, but maybe that's because I'm too far away. It does look pretty cool from up here, yeah. Once you get everything symmetrical and working the way that you want. The lights on that middle one are off, but we might have to just... I might adjust that afterwards. Yeah, the squids are not getting washed into the middle. Which is weird. Because I know that that one works. The one on the right is probably the most active. I think it's the one that has the biggest amount of ocean in it as well. Warm ocean specifically. Yeah, this is the one that has the most spawning spaces. So it's just the bone meal to get this one up to snuff is all we really need functionally. Yeah. I probably don't even have enough concrete to do this. Probably not. Nope. Won't be able to finish the whole thing. I mean, the good news is we've got lots of ink, so we can make more concrete. That's fine. Wait a minute. I might be able to finish it. Sorry this is monotonous, but it will get the job done. Unless I get pumped by a pufferfish. It doesn't mess up anything down there? I don't think so, no. Oh no. Really annoying noise. Thanks, Adila. Appreciate that. I think for things like this, I definitely prefer having the concrete already made. It's only when you're doing huge, like hundreds of blocks over and over again that I think using the water makes sense. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully that keeps everything in. Those are good. We're good for those. I think I have to do a couple more adjustments over here. Do a check on the hopper. I knew there would be something. We're gonna have to check it when we get all the kelp out of there too. Alright, so I just need to pop back over and get some bone meal, and then we'll be done. Where do I keep that? Over here, I think. Okay. Now it's just a matter of putting the bone meal on. Oops. The kelp to get it all the way to the top and then break it. Oh crap. Oh, that one worked. Gonna have to not have this in my hand. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Crap. Gotta be careful there. Can I put a block on top of that? Better yet. Blocks. Annoying. And I'm gonna redo that again. That's a pain. I forgot that it would grow up through the top layer. Well, that's messy. Better. Now I need slabs again. Oh, the joys of working with water sources in Minecraft. That fixed it, except for this part here. That's weird. There we go. And now it's here. Jeez. I mean, whatever, it'll still work. Just annoying. Although that's flowing the wrong way. Yeah. So weird. I don't think putting a water source up here is going to help. I honestly don't know how to fix that. I've made it worse. Awesome. Oh, we've got a problem over here now too. That's dumb. I feel like I have to do this one at a time. Alright, that's working. Problem is you can't see sometimes. That's all working now. But now we have this issue with the water being broken. Outside of redoing the entire, like, waterfall part, I don't know how to fix this. Like, that fixed it, I think, but as soon as I remove those, I think it's going to go away. Oh, no. Okay. This is the thing. It's inconsistent, so it's really hard to figure out. I mean, I'll take the win. But, like, that was something I stumbled upon, not something I knew how to fix. We are still getting stuff way up here. Granted, that's lighter than a squid, hopefully. Alright, the one last thing is just to put some ink sacs on the... got lots of kelp now. On the shulker boxes. Should be pretty easy to do. Do I have an anvil handy? I'll just make one. I don't remember which one was which. I think the 6 was this one. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll take that out anyway. Nice. So that is everything done, I think. Stack it a bit. And I wanted to clear off a little bit of space here, so we'll just get rid of all this. Probably going to want to put that in the iron box, actually. And I wanted to clear off just a little bit more here so it's easy to walk between them. I think that works. Just go get a couple more slabs. Nice. So even over the course of building this, we've got almost 3 stacks. Really close to 3 stacks. Cool. Well, that will be helpful in the future. Any idea what rates? I would say maybe 8 ink sacks an hour-ish. It's not a lot. I don't remember what goes where. The nether stuff goes in my ender chest. Actually, no, I don't know what to do with all that. We'll just leave that for in there for now. I'm going to leave the cactus out here with the sand stuff. For the longest time, I was never bumping into that, and now I seem to be bumping into it all the time. I don't know why I keep all this copper. I don't really build with it much, and when we want to build with copper, I'm going to go down and mine out the trial chamber that we've got. Good stuff. Feel a little bit more prepared. What froglight farm do you have? I've been having problems with the frogs keep mysteriously disappearing in the power. Snow is melting by Enderman on fire. I didn't build it. It was by Mattcast. If you go back a few videos on YouTube, Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, you'll be able to find, I think, a trip. Look for I definitely mentioned it in the description where I go on a trip to get froglights. The screenshot won't give it away, but it was before or during the power core dig or decoration, because I absolutely ran out of froglights doing all this stuff. So there's that. Yep. All right, let's see who's live so I can pass you along. Who's playing some Minecraft? Mona Lisa's live. Yeah, let's do that. Always a good place to send everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your time in Minecraft today. I'll be back tomorrow. I think in Minecraft. Hopefully something else. I need to make a decision as to what we're doing. I'm trying to get into or back into playing different games to try to vary things up, and Fridays are a nice time to do that. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow. I have to go look and see what I've even owning, to play or interested in playing. I've thought about actually installing Halo because I'm playing that on the Xbox, and I could do that on stream. I think that'd be fun. It's hard with older games because there's just so many backseat gamers that come out of the woodwork when you play older games. So that's always a risk. Anyway, check out the Spawn Chunks. The Citadel Cafe should be out soon. I'm editing that episode about Spider-Man Brand New Day right now. And do check out the Patreon page if you'd like to support the channel. It's $2 a month, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks for sure. And it does a great deal to help me out on stream. You get access to the Discord, which has live recordings for the Citadel Cafe, as well as just a great community, some fun people. I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for the support. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.